All right. What do we want to talk about today? Let's go. My legs are sore. Hood's Poetical Works. No, I don't want to learn about that right now. The Voyage of Love. Nah. What is this? The Associated Press Stylebook. That's probably for writing. We'll have to do a whole series on writing. The Santa Sold Shrooms? What? What is this? Look at this. Santa Sold Shrooms. The origin story of the world's most famous person. What in the... just because I'm over here like, what the... You know what I'm saying? We are going to have to do this. Right? So, Santa sold shrooms. Oh, whoa. This is way too small of writing. I mean, we'll kind of go over the story. Story time with Daddy. Well, this is tiny writing. They could have made it a little bit bigger. Once upon a time, there lived a curious girl in a small village far away. The girl was so curious that her favorite thing to do was listen to stories from village elders. She would listen to them all day and then rigorously fact-check their wild stories online in the evening. She was only 10 years old, but already she wanted to know everything about everything. Late one winter night, the young girl came to give her father a hug and kiss goodnight. Man. He goes, Daddy, the young girl replied. Santa means saint, and Claus is a German nickname for Nicholas, which is why so many people think Santa is German. Okay. Oh, whoa. This is actually, I think they're actually serious about this. Like, Santa sold shrooms. No one, I would have, like, I thought it was a joke, but it's actually, I think he's actually being honest. Because look at the dates a little bit. But he's not German. Saint Nick was a Turkish bishop, famous for secret gift giving to those in need. His lessons spread to Western Europe, where Saint Nicholas later became Santa Claus. I mean, I knew the only reason I know that they might be telling the truth about all this is because I did know that story a little bit. Oh, okay. So right here, if you didn't read it and you were just waiting for me to read it, she was talking about, a Slavic wizard and kind of looked like Gandalf. But Dad was like, "Do you think that's where the Santa image from the soda can came from?" Says the young girl was right, and it would not be the last time on this cold winter night. Okay, more like North Pole adjustment. So where was I? Her father continued, "Oh yes, and for over 150 years, Santa has been said to live in North Pole with Miss Claus, but we know that's not exactly true because the North Pole is covered in shifting ice in the middle of the ocean." The young girl said. "That's right," her father said, proud of the little girl. "The place is too cold, even for Santa." Yeah. So where do you think he lives? Okay, Lapland. So let's go to Lapland. That's where they say he's at. So right, Lapland is a region that spans throughout the northernmost part of Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Russia. It's the closest habitable island in the North Pole. Okay, that's interesting. There are snowy mountains and peaceful valleys that glow with the northern lights. So Lapland. I had no idea about Lapland either. So we're learning. This is like a little kid's book, I guess, but I'm learning some stuff. Look at that. So now we're talking about reindeer people. Look at these people. All right, did you see the reindeer on the computer too? No. Wow, that's very interesting. So Lapland is one of the world's only population to native reindeer. And the Sami, these guys over here, were the reindeer herders. And they use everything from the reindeer. Okay, this is pretty interesting. This is really... We're not going to go through the whole book. I apologize. I probably will, because it's a really... I mean, it's... Before I know it, I'm going to end up reading the whole thing. But there we go. It tells the kind of the story of Santa. This is pretty interesting. So right here we're talking about chapter 10, in through the chimney. So it's talking about the Sami people lived in a kind of a teepee made from cloth wood and a mast called a kota. And at the solstice time in the deep winter, the doors of the kotas were usually snowed over, and this was Lapland. Remember, it's Arctic. So okay, so what they're basically saying is that the snow would be so high that this part down here would be covered, so you'd have to climb in from the chimney. Hence why Santa Claus is going through the chimney. This book is really like, wow. I'm interested about this. The origin story of the world's most famous person. Santa Claus. That's very interesting. And that's gonna be fun. All right.